So all of the examples on this first page deal with objective 16.1, where we will be finding z-scores given the area under the normal curve, given the probability. So example 1, we're asked to find the z-score that corresponds to a cumulative area. Cumulative area is just a very fancy way of saying left area, because we do work from left to right. A left area of 0.3632. Now let's talk really quickly about where to even put the line down, because I know I want to have a left area of something, but is the left area over there, or is the left area maybe all the way over here? You have to pay attention to this number, 0.3632. That is less than a half. That is less than 0.5. And what we do know is that at a standard score of 0, which is what's in the middle of the standard normal distribution, it splits the area into half. There's a half on the left and there's a half on the right. So if we have a left area of 0.362, that definitely has to be somewhere over here. It needs to be less than a half of it. So everything that I'm shading in red has an area of 0.3632. And what we are interested, so this 0.5 is, we don't need that 0.5 really. We don't even really need the 0. But what we are looking for now is, what was the z-score that had that left area of 0.3632? So I will write that out in words. One way that we can do that, there's several ways we could do it. We could use a calculator, we could use StatCrunch, and we can use technology to find it. We will talk about all three of those methods, but first I will show you the table. This 0.3632 is a probability. That is an area. I want to know what z-score had that left area. So when I come over to, and by the way, before we even go look at the table, everybody, please note that this z-score right here, it must be a negative z-score. And it has to be negative because it is to the left of 0. Okay? Any z-score that has a probability of a cumulative area of less than a half is going to have to be negative, because it's going to be less than 0. It's going to be to the left, on the left half of the bell curve. So I do know that I'm definitely looking for a negative z-score. I'm looking for a negative z-score with a left area of 0.3632. I'm going to head over to my table. I'm looking at the first page because I do know that I'm looking for a negative value. And I want to find somewhere in here in the table 0.3632. So I'm going to look for that. And this kind of does go in order. I can see it already. 0.3632 is right there. 0.3632. And that that's the probability that we get when we look up a z-score of negative 0.35. So I had a negative, when I went out to the left, it gave me the negative 0.3. And then when I go up to the top, it tells me that what should be in the second decimal place after the second place after the decimal is the 5. So that's our z-score. And we looked that up from the table. So I went to the table. I'll make a little table here, but went to the table. I went into the table knowing the left area of 0.3632, and we had to go look it up. I don't know why I put X there, you all. I should have put Z there. We had to go look it up, and we looked it up, and we found a z-score of negative 0.35. We went out to the left, we got the negative 0.3, we went up to the top, and we got the 0.05. So we found negative 0.35, and that is our answer. That is the z-score that has a cumulative area of 0.3632.